Slightly mixed up in terms of how everything went. I think the order was, I think this the position of some of the carries, but it's actually a Kites. I'm gonna stop myself as Mako goes in, has to pop his undying or his unbreaking will, and he's gonna have to try and push himself back, but he's in aggro, and they're gonna jump down with Weiwei picking up a kill. But here comes the Destiny Gate. We're jumping straight into the action. Ox, there is no stopping us, and this series already delivered, and we've only been live for 10 seconds.
Hey, we said we're getting in quick, and oh boy, do we already get in. And honestly, the first 10 minutes of this game looked like it was pretty slow, so I feel like we didn't miss out all too much. Well, let's see in the first 10 minutes, Dragon secured by BLG, and also in that top lane, a 1-for-1 trade between them. It looks like JJ was assisting with the Flandre kill. We're going to replay, we'll break the play down, then we'll take stock. So Uzi and Chris just finding this opportunity, and that's the thing, right? If they get the jump on you as this Renata, very, very hard to get out with that chasing movement speed. And on top of that, as Yalis, you have to be going in to win those trades, right? You're not going to really win by disengaging, but a little bit too far, right? They have the coverage coming in from the TF. The Galio's not in range. In fact, Fofo actually goes back to mid. So, okay, stuck in the game. Top lane, this matchup, you kind of expect Jace to be pulling ahead. The fact
double there, he goes into the sky. He's going to try and flash away, but there goes the Stormbringer as he tries to keep himself alive, but the Needlework is going to do just that and get some work down. That's going to be a kill going over to BLG, and this is something we kind of saw a little bit of an airing of in BLG's last series. This is a team that is starting to throw away the chains of being considered a very slow and, you know, not so exciting team, and they are being proactive, and they're showing it again today. Needlework as Scout almost gets taken, but Viper shotgun right onto the back side of this as Breathe has nowhere else really to go. He's getting ticked down by the red buff. Can he keep himself alive? He cannot. And when you need someone to step up, when you need a carry for your team, Frost defensively, it's Fofo now with the Predator going to try and push him down, but the rest of EDG is in the vicinity, and you can see Weiwei.
So
yeah, it's just so much poke being put down. Viper's not even down below half mana just yet, and he's just been constantly throwing out these these W's, I should say.
Yeah, now BLG looking for the engage.
Here we go. They're going to get a two-man knock-up. Weiwei has to ult out effect defensively as they get on top of Breathe, who does not go immune. Now JJ trying to make this one work with the effigy stolen. But this is enough poke damage being done, and EDG's...
Look at Uzi! Oh. And that's the thing, right? Oh, they're going for the engage.
They're going to have to try and make something work here as BLG look to try and run forward. They do that to taunt down. JJ gets splashed on by Weiwei, but they're trying to burn down Mako, who flashes away. They did get the hostile takeover as Breed thinks he can maybe make something happen. They're going to use the hero's entrance. He finally takes down Mako. Scout forced to flash away as Flandre's onto the side. JJ trying to keep himself alive, but Uzi can follow him over the wall. They pop the Destiny Gate. Crisp just about keeps himself alive, but out of nowhere, BLG find 2 kills.
He's alive.
Go for this. Breed trying to use the Needlework to cheat Flandre away. They are going to use finally the Uzi ultimate to try and get on top of this. Mako gets turned into burgers, and that's going to be soul now for BLG. It took a hell of a long time, but they finally got themselves that massive pull.
Yeah, Hextech so massive. When we talk about them closing the gap, the extra slow is really crippling for the side of EDG. Makes it very difficult to keep that space that we talked about. And here, I think they just get a bit overzealous with EDG. They see Weiwei rooted out, try to go too far forwards, and everyone is just a little bit positioned too closely. Right, Flandre has to flash away, but there's so much chase potential on watch Breathe, right? The W comes out for the Renata so fast, immunes the CC coming out. Actually did get hit by the stun card at the end, but regardless, can't be focused down when you have the Renata W because you're just going to come back when you get a reset, and that's the difficulty. That's the exceptional scaling afforded to this BLG lineup between the top and bot lane. And now, I talked heavily about EDG's big mid-game spike. I feel like with the Hextech Soul coming in for BLG, I feel like with this Gwen spiking 3 items on Uzi, we're kind of pushing into BLG's domain where their bot lane and top lane have scaled exceptionally. You still see the troll coming out. Oh, Chris, man, that's painful.
It is exceptionally painful. Uzi has got himself to play the Ruined King. 3 items now onto him. Point staff finished up there for Fofo. Get the top lane tier 1. They start taking some of this standing goal. BLG trying to force the side of EDG into a fight, saying, look, you have to try and go into this. But there's a lot of poke that can come in. Uzi He's going to get chunked out. He's got to be so careful. A shock blast, a W from the Vipers. Kai'Sa going to do so much. Fofo going to try and use his ultimate to try and make something work. But like you mentioned, Chris, with that hostile takeover, very slow to make anything happen. But Mako trying to tank up as much as he possibly can. He will eventually fall. And now Fofo finds himself on the backside. They're jumping in with Weiwei, but this poke, this kiting is so powerful here from EDG. There's the Destiny Gate as they keep pushing back BLG. Uzi taking away the pink ward, but has to use the cleanse because of it. And the rest of EDG shall stay healthy and gain back control of this Baron.
Mako plays bodyguard again and dies for it, but the critical thing is they still can't do anything because of this poke, right? You see the W's come down for Viper, and it doesn't matter who he hits as long as he hits someone because he gets that reset. He's not even letting them reset, right? Constantly firing this. It's so frustrating to play against, and that's the thing. We saw the good fight from BLG. Gwen and the bot lane will scale exceptionally and are really strong. They have the soul, but it still comes down to them closing the gap. If they don't close the gap, it doesn't matter, right? Because of the range discrepancy, EDG can just poke, and it is feeling pretty frustrating at the moment for them. We're going to replay up that fight. So BLG start the Baron because they want to fight, right? They want EDG to come into them, but critically, the main carries of EDG don't really get too close. They avoid that ultimate from the Renata. Yes, we see the Alistair get caught out, but at the end of the day, no one really cares about him. He's just playing the sacrificial role of healing the team. Fofo tries to get in, isn't able. Oh, we don't get to finish the replay. More fighting coming out.
Fighting is happening. Weiwei trying to see if he can catch out Scout, but shall not be able to get anything as the rest of EDG are there. But it does mean the tier 2 in that mid lane does go down. Weiwei now getting peppered by this damage. Flandre off on the side lane, trying to see if he can make something work for his team. But look at Fofo. He's found himself an opportunity as he gets on top of Mako. Mako just delaying for time. He again will just be sacrificed. And there's nothing else he can do. But I will say is that, yes, look, he's a 0-5 scoreline. It doesn't look great, but that's all he needs to do. He just needs to buy time so that this poke can land and Jace can split push.
Yeah, and the thing is, we're actually seeing Flandre get an inhibitor tower on the back of this play. BLG, Uzi engage.
They're going for it. He's going right in on top of everybody, and Viper is dead. The best AD carry of 2021 shall not stand tall against the best AD carry the LPL has ever seen. BLG, they may lose themselves an inhibitor, but they might look to end the games themselves.
Yeah, we'll see the Gwen go back. Should be able to defend on this. I don't think... Is this going to be a full base race? Actually, I think they're going to use the TP from Fofo so the minion can tank. Flandre's still going, but he's going to die!
Gonna die, not quite going down, but he does get one Nexus turret now. He's gonna see the double TP coming in here for BLG. They want to end this game thick and fast. They're going down all the way into the mid lane. They turn off the towers with Weiwei's Bring the Storm, and that's going to be one Nexus turret, two Nexus turrets, and Nexus to boot. This game was all action all the time, and BLG come out with the advantage in game one.
Man, I know we missed the first 10 minutes, so it's gonna feel faster paced. Looks like he might even potentially look for something here.
Oh, I love this. I love this. It's not what you expect, and that's why it's so damn good. Mako trying to run away, but he shall not be able to get himself out. They'll even flash forward onto Viper as he almost goes down. Still has his flash available. Chris thinking about it, and he gets it. Not going to be able to get out with his own life, but that is a huge play there from that. They have got Ari roaming down. That's going to be a flashless Mako trying to just slow himself down, but the Glacial Augment does so much for this side as BLG will get themselves another kill in the... Oh, Scout's going to get breaking down here. Yes, steals the Onslaught of Shadows, but the Red Smite alongside the Ignite means there's nowhere away, but he just cannot escape just yet. Finally finds the Blast Cone as Fofo gets himself over the wall. The Charm lands to stop Scout from pushing onto Uzi, and they are going to get Crisp as a little bit of a response here as he hasn't gone down just yet.
Someone has to kill him.
I mean, he's waiting, and Viper will end up getting the kill. I think that was probably the worst person.
That was the plan. They give it over to Viper.
On the lane that, you know, this Gwen can't really deal with.
No.
And that is just going to be a very, very simple kill there going over to JJ, just walking forward way too far as we're going to see the needlework. Breed, though, gets himself over the wall and keeps himself alive. That hull breaker doing work, but now we might see them get on top of Weiwei as both junglers end up being taken out. It's going to be the Shield of Daybreak to finally pick it off as Uzi flies in, flashes over the wall, but that's a Flandre, that's a Gwen. Uzi, you got to be so careful. Does eventually take it off as now Fofo gets himself back with Spirit Rushes. Viper turns back and says, I can do it just as well. He's got himself this area as he's trying to figure out where this race is going. Eventually figures him out, but that's a smart move. Uzi is here. Viper trying to see if he can make this one work. He's trying to kite this one out, but he's basically 3v1. As here comes Scout. This fight shall never end as Uzi gets caught. And the MVP mid laner from Worlds 2021. There's collateral damage, so there's no real chance of him getting a steal as you get the hook in. There's going to be the ultimate from Viper as he's trying to free hit on the backside of this as Nautilus is just down and dead. Fofo and Breed stay alive as here comes Scout, though, to steal away the Spirit Rush. They even had the needlework just in case, and that's Baron for EDG.
Yeah, beautiful window found by EDG in the
constant W's off, making so much of a nuisance of themselves. Mako gets caught, though, and the onslaught of shadows disrupts everything. Weiwei is traded, and you can see the power, though, with this Gwen and Zeri. You just cannot fight this. As I say that, it's a double kill for Breed. It's a 2-for-2 trade, as now both teams are left with 3 men standing.
Yeah, no jungler here, so it becomes a bit of a flip, but Viper's still looking.
Viper is still looking. Uzi trying to make this one work. They do get down the Silas as Flandre is immune. Viper goes forward and picks up the kill. It's going to be almost another one there as Fofo gets out with the skin of his teeth. But Viper not to be outdone just yet. Not quite finding himself. An MSI champion, considered to be one of the greatest AD carries to play the game, going up against the side of EDG, and you're going to see now BLG looking to try and re-engage on this fight. Mako gets caught out, and that's 2 quick kills. Viper might be in a little bit of trouble. He goes gold, and the charm should be up in just a second. They don't even need it. And out of nowhere, BLG strike back. Andre trying to see if he can get the back off, but not even going to try and use his TP. He knows he's dead. There's 4 people here. They found the odd-numbered skirmish exactly like you said, and that's going to be...
Oh my lord.
That's a bloodthirster. That is a bloodthirster. Immortal Shield Bow Graves that almost died.
What is this champion, man? It's so insane. Well, oh man, I can complain about Gwen a little bit later, but we got to see the play coming out from EDG, and I feel like, again, just a little bit overzealous. They go for this wave in the tier 2. They see Breed. Remember, this is a Hullbreaker Graves isolated. He is very tanky. So much committed to try and take him down. The shield bow comes in, and then it's just easy for BLG to jump back. And that's the thing we kind of talked about, right? BLG have the strength of being able to join fights from at a much quicker rate than the opponents, because they have like the Hecarim, the Ahri, the Kai'Sa can just swarm in really fast. So now we return to the live game, right? It's a 700 gold lead for EDG. The Infernal Soul makes a big difference. I definitely agree with that, but things still feel pretty even. But it comes down to execution. Can BLG find those big charms, find those picks?
That was looking.
EDG actually looking.
Yeah, we're going to see if they can go for that one there. Does steal away the dredge line, so that's a good, big, guaranteed point-and-click ultimate available now to the side of EDG. Bot lane, we did see in the picture-in-picture, Breed was able to get himself pushed up, picked up that tier 2, and with Baron spawning, they are able to force themselves now all the way into this side of the jungle. I will say for the side of Uzi, he's finally got himself indexed very heavily now into that AP Kai'Sa build, going towards that Nash's Tooth, and of course the Luden's Tempest puts in a lot of damage. And to say that the hook has landed, they're going to get the Zhonya's out of Scout immediately. Chris may have gone just a little bit too far. Breed gets caught by the Solar Flares. Flandre finally joins the fray. He's going to have Gwen snip, snip, snip. Breed forced the flash away to try and get his own breath back into this fight, but it is still EDG in control.
They're looking for more. They don't think that just the support is enough to guarantee a win in this dragon fight, but unable to find anything, they will move back towards it. No ult from Fofo is significant, but Weiwei still has this to get in the pit.
And Mako trying to see if he can maybe dissuade the big old pony as they're going to try and maybe make this fight work. Uzi's going to get hit up by the stolen ultimate, and the dredge line goes in, and Scout assassinates him, and snip, snip, snip. This is all Gwen all the time. Triple kill for Flandre, and this game's looking like it's going to be going to a game 3 because this series is going to 1-1.
And Scout again finds Uzi in that fight. EDG bouncing back after the game one. The composition works in those tight 5v5s and they make it happen. They're going to push to the end, and Chris, yeah, no chance here, buddy.
No chance whatsoever. I'm going to snowball's chance in hell. We will get a game 3 of this best of 3. The day is going the distance. Fall 6.
And JJ, so getting that lead for the Jinx, but now Scout actually gets caught out.
Why? You were out. Now he has to use his flash. He's going to get the gold card, but I feel like he's already dead. There's nowhere for him to really go here. He's going to try and bring Breed back in front of JJ, I should say, but this is a Tryndamere with an undying passion for blood, and that's going to be an easy turnaround.
The block.
Arm comes out. Everfrost does land. Shelly gets her head bop, and that's going to be a very simple tower take here for BLG now. Tryndamere on the backside, the Destiny 8 comes in. That's over to the side of the wall with that rapid fire. He gets the extra range, and that's going to be a dead Fofo. Uzi forced to flash away because he knows if he gets caught, he is just going to die. And that's going to be a very, very good opportunistic kill here for him with his team. As we go in straight away, they find themselves an advantage as Mako gets caught, and they get the Mega Gnar as well. Flandre trying to turn this one back. Scout is untouched, and they get the exhaust down. Mako falls down, and Uzi is just free firing onto this. They get 2 quick kills. Fofo goes in, but look at Uzi just keeping in the queues, putting down that electric damage as the Pikachu is popping off. BLG find themselves 2. This is going to be on Viper, though, as he gets himself so much more damage. They're still sticking onto it. They do absolutely shred. It's Chris, though, has a Hex Flash. He's going to try and keep himself over the wall, but they know exactly where he is. He gets caught, though, as Scout was too busy trying to find himself onto the gold card, and now we can see Chris with that unbreakable will being whittled down, and the resets can really start to come in as Chris doesn't go down just yet. Flandre jumps in. It's a double kill for Viper as he finally pops off on this Jinx. They try to go back in with the Viego, but he's not quite got it. And that's 2 kills back to the side of EDG. Levels between that top lane, and here we go. Here's a TP, but they know exactly where he is. They're going to try and force this one going as Fofo jumps straight in. Now he knows he's been caught out. Flandre going to say, hey, how's it going, mate? I'm going to go into Mega very, very soon, but now it's a separated fight as Chris finally finds Mako. They get the Devourer down, and Jinx gets spat out right in front of the enemy carries as Wei will fall. The resets are coming in, and that's going to be enough for the side of EDG to take this fight. That being said, though, on the other side of this, we get to see now that Flandre is trying to take a 1v1 versus Fofo, but I don't think he's going to be able to take it. Fofo now on the wrong side of the map and needs to try and get himself back to safety.
Viper's still pushing here, right? No open to Tom Kench. I think that's enough to make him back away. Dragon spawning in a minute, so the reset's going to come out. Now we'll see if Scout can find... Oh, he spotted him.
Yep, the reset. Dead. He's dead, and that's going to be an easy kill there for Scout. Having the red trinket is huge there, and they just catch him out.
And look at the dragon timer, right? Fofo's going to be up 5 seconds before the dragon spawns. Kind of just rules out contesting. Yeah, TP down. EDG should just be able to pick up that objective easily, and they managed to get, you can see the top right, 3k gold lead out of the Baron power play. They're 5,000 ahead, and things aren't really looking easier. We can see how this one played out. So again, Engage comes onto Viper, but Mako's there just to gobble, so that kind of slows things down. But then Viper goes very aggressive off the back of this, but watch the stun card. You get the Lee comes in, gets stunned, can't find the in second. You know, you come out of the replay, seeing Lee die. He dies again. EDG aren't even looking for the dragon right now to approach, right? Because you have the Hex.
Crisp, he goes straight in. That's a 4-man knockup. Can they actually make this fight work as the Destiny Gate comes out? Look at Viper on the backside of this. Uzi tries to jump in onto JJ. They get the reset, though, onto 1. That's the Lee Sin dead. Double kill for Viper as he starts to try to turn this fight all on its head. But 2 strip kills all the way back. Triple kill for Viper. It could be a bit more. It's a quadra for Viper. And it's Viper versus Uzi. It's the 280 carries left alive. And we talked about how pivotal these guys were for their teams. They're the only ones left standing. Side has to get himself over the side of the pit. We're going to go in. Wei almost taken down. He needs to keep himself alive. He's going to die. And that's just going to be it. JJ gets himself with a Heartbreaker out as the Alistair has fallen. We need to watch Viper and Uzi as they try and turn this fight back around. The Gnar has been devoured. The Tryndamere has gone down. And they get the knock up onto Uzi as Fofo running for his life. Scout running head first. But look at Uzi trying to see if he can make this fight work. There's so many low health bars.
You gotta try and find the angle, but I love this from EDG solo laners. Thunder's doing this, been doing this pretty much every time EDG push. He's kind of on that flank angle, just playing bodyguard, not allowing anyone to push through him. And it means Viper can approach, get some autos onto that tower. They will take that inhibitor tower and can keep pushing forward.
Riz!
He's nearly dead.
He's nearly dead. He has to pop his ultimate just to keep himself alive, and even then he just about gets there. We are going to see Scout going into stasis. It's a 1v3 there as Breed needs to keep himself alive. They're going to have the Baron recalls coming in. Viper gets devoured. They're not going to have that, but he also still has his GA, and that is a kill going over to EDG. They get themselves 2 more. That's a 2-kill advantage for EDG. They're knocking on the base door, and it is going to be EDG looking to try and cement themselves into playoffs. They are looking to make this one work. That's a 2-man knockup. As you can see, they're looking to make it work, but Uzi just wasn't allowed to play the game. He ends with nobody able to take him down, but the Nexus has fallen. EDG booked their ticket to playoff.